Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov on Monday praised the relationship between U.S. President Donald Trump and the leaders of Russia and Hungary ahead of an expected meeting in Budapest to discuss the conflict in Ukraine. According to Associated Press, speaking about the choice of Budapest as the next Putin-Trump summit venue, Peskov said that Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban has quite warm relations with President Trump and quite constructive relations with President Putin. That, of course, helped achieve the mutual understanding that was reached during the latest phone call, Peskov said. Trump announced a second meeting with Russia's Vladimir Putin one day before sitting down with Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelenski at the White House. Trump's announcement came shortly after finishing a call with Putin on Thursday. A date has not been set, but Trump said the meeting would take place in Budapest, Hungary, and suggested that it could happen in about 2 weeks. Asked about Moscow's expectations from the summit, Peskov responded that, "We would like to make some progress on the Ukrainian settlement track, and also to use this meeting to discuss our bilateral relations." "We are seeing very contradictory statements coming from Kiev," Peskov said. "We are seeing that the Kiev regime's position is also full of contradictions. All of this, of course, does not contribute to the peace process." He would not comment on media reports alleging that territorial swaps have been discussed. Asked whether there have been any changes in Moscow's position regarding the settlement, Peskov responded that, "The position of the Russian Federation and President Putin is consistent and well known. Putin has said that Moscow could accept a cessation of hostilities if Ukraine pulls back its troops from the regions that Russia has claimed but never fully controlled, suspends mobilization, and if Kiev's allies suspend weapon supplies."
С Орбаном достаточно теплые отношения у президента Трампа и очень весьма конструктивное отношение у президента Путина. И это, конечно, во многом способствовало вот тому пониманию, которое было выработано в ходе последнего телефонного разговора. Первое — это продвинуться по мирному руслу украинского урегулирования раз. Ну и также использовать встречу для обсуждения наших двусторонних отношений. Мы видим весьма противоречивые заявления из Киева, которые делаются. Мы видим, что позиция киевского режима тоже полна противоречий. Все это, конечно, не способствует процессу мирного урегулирования. Позиция Российской Федерации и президента Путина последовательно, хорошо известна.
U.S. President Donald Trump said Sunday that the United States could purchase Argentine beef in an attempt to bring down prices for American consumers. "We would buy some beef from Argentina," he told reporters aboard Air Force One during a flight from Florida to Washington. "If we do that, that will bring our beef prices down." According to Associated Press, Trump promised earlier this week to address the issue as part of his efforts to keep inflation in check. U.S. beef prices have been stubbornly high for a variety of reasons, including drought and reduced imports from Mexico due to a flesh-eating pest in cattle herds there. Trump has been working to help Argentina bolster its collapsing currency with a $20 billion credit swap line and additional financing from sovereign funds and the private sector ahead of midterm elections for his close ally, President Javier Milei.
Reaction to Israel strikes on Gaza today. Well, we're going to have to see what's happening. We want to make sure that it's going to be very peaceful with Hamas. And as you know, they've been quite rambunctious. They've been doing some shooting, and we think maybe the leadership isn't involved in that. You know, some rebels within. But either way, it's going to be handled properly. It's going to be handled toughly, but properly.
Is the ceasefire still in place?
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Are you concerned that if aid is cut to Colombia, that would undermine Colombia's fight against drugs, block U.S. aid?
They don't have a fight against drugs. They make drugs. They refine drugs. They make cocaine. They have cocaine factories. They have no fight against drugs. And I'm stopping all payments to Colombia because they don't have anything to do with their fight against drugs. And in fact, even when they had better presidents than they have right now, that's how they're making a lot of money, drugs. I used to complain about it when they had a very nice president, but he wasn't doing it. It was all talk. They are a drug manufacturing machine, Colombia, and we're not going to be part of it. So we're going to drop all money that we're giving to them. It has nothing to do with them stopping drug production. And you look at the fields are loaded up with drugs, and they refine the drugs, and they make tremendous amounts of cocaine, and they send it all over the world, and they destroy families. No, Colombia is out of control, and now they have the worst president they've ever had. He's a lunatic who's got a lot of problems, mental problems.
You had a cordial meeting with President Zelensky. During that meeting, did you tell him he needed to cede all of the Donbass region to Russia?
No, we never discussed it. We think that what they should do is just stop at the lines where they are, the battle lines. You have a battle line right now. The rest is very tough to negotiate. If you're going to say, you take this, we take that, you know, there's so many different permutations. So what I say is they should stop right now at the battle lines. Go home, stop killing people, and be done.
What do you think should happen with the Donbass region then?
Let it be cut the way it is. It's cut up right now. I think 78% of the land is already taken by Russia. You leave it the way it is right now. They can negotiate something later on down the line. But I said cut and stop at the battle line. Go home. Stop fighting. Stop killing people.
What do you think? Are we expecting a beef deal?
I assume you're talking about beef. Yeah.
No,
to get beef prices down. The only price we have that's high is beef, and we'll get that down. And one of the things we're thinking about doing is beef from Argentina.
But my question is, what do you have to say to U.S. farmers who feel that the deal is benefiting Argentina more than it is them, they are a...
Argentina's fighting for its life, young lady. You don't know anything about it. They're fighting for their life. Nothing's benefiting Argentina. They're fighting for their life. You understand what that means? They have no money. They have no anything. They're fighting so hard to survive. If I can help them survive in a free world, I happen to like the president of Argentina. I think he's trying to do the best he can, but don't make it sound like they're doing great. They are dying. All right? They're dying.
What do you mean by a beef deal, sir?
We would buy some beef from Argentina. If we do that, that will bring our beef prices down. Because our groceries are down, our energy prices are down. I think we're going to have $2 gasoline pretty soon. We're getting close. And everything's down. The one thing that's kept up is beef. And if we buy some beef, now I'm not talking about that much from Argentina, it would help Argentina, which we consider a very good country, a very good ally in a place. Although I must tell you, if you take a look now, South America is turning. Those South American countries are starting to turn very much toward us. They're getting away.